First, I want to talk to you about the commemoration of my YouTube channel. In order to kick it off and get things going with a bang, I'm going to have a giveaway. I'm going to give away $1,000. Here goes the stipulation. Go to my YouTube channel, PPD and Family Adventures, and like and subscribe and leave a comment on this video. I'm going to post this video on Facebook and YouTube, maybe even IG, not sure. But anyway, in order to get this money, I want you to tell me one of two ways. Either I'm going to give 10 people $100, or I'm going to give one person $500, another person $300, and then that $200 for the third place. I'm going to let you guys decide. In the comment section, if you put $100, that means I'm going to pick 10 people to get $100. Or if you say 500, then that means that's going to be a $500 grand prize, then 300 and 200. Okay? It's going to be up to you guys to decide how we distribute this money. At any rate, I'm going to give out $1,000. However, here's how you got to win it. You got to go to my page, like and subscribe, and I'm going to pick from my subscribers who's going to get this money. I'm not going to give the money till we get 1,000. Once we reach 1,000, this money is going to be distributed, and we'll get in contact with each other, whatever, to find out how you receive your money. But I'm giving away $1,000 for once we reach 1,000 subscribers. I'm giving away this money. Let's get it. Okay, PPD here. Okay, guys, my parts from Yume finally arrived. This is the deck to the Yume. You can see I got the deck off and got everything exposed. Show you guys. Here are the controllers. I've lifted them out of here and kind of like separated the wires a little bit. Before I start working on everything, though, I'm going to disconnect the power. With the things that I'm going to check on, this controller right here is bad. I know that. Charging ports I'm unsure of, so I'm going to test those. But I've got replacements for those, and I got a replacement controller, and I got 2 new battery chargers from Yume. They said they all came in today. So I'm going to make the swap out. Just show you Yume, they kept their word. Right there you can see, there goes the new controller, brand new this time. There go 2 new charging ports, and they sent me 2 new chargers. So anyway, that's what I'm having to work on, guys. Like I said, I'm not going to bore you guys with, watching me take all this apart and try to, which I'm going to. I'll be successful, but it's just going to take a minute. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. But once I get it all put back together, find out what's bad and this, that, and the other, then we'll do a test run. And that way I can give a true evaluation as to how it compares to that Wolf Warrior sitting over there. Yeah. That Wolf Warrior. That's your competition, baby. All right, get with you guys later. Okay, I got it put back together, got it swapped out. I checked my problem with it just turned out to be these
I changed those out, and I believe that's solved. That was my problem as far as charging my battery. This is the new controller. I matched up the wires, got everything swapped out. So now let's test it and see if I've got rotation in the back motor. Turn it on. Give it some power. Okay, that's both motors. Now single motor. Look like we got it. All right. Good job, PPD. That calls for a celebration. Let me get it buttoned back up and we'll give it a test ride later. Okay, y'all, so now comes the magic. The magic of strapping my little old lunch down. That's an extra piece of fish. The extra piece of fish. I really like fish. I ordered a seafood platter. It had like oysters or something. I said, nope, no oysters. Give me extra shrimp. And they said, cool. They said, cool. I might have to edit some of this out, but at any rate, this is how I do it. Yummy, yummy. Let me put my gloves on. The scooter's still on? Yep. And guys, you know, I told you guys that Cabo has, I'm calling it gears, but it's kind of like, what would you call it? Settings or whatever. And come on. It's like settings. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the Cabo, and this Yume has 3. But I'm riding on 1. I'm riding in 1, and it's all that I can, you know, it's all that I can deal with because it's all that. Don't want. So Yume, Yume, I owe you an apology because you definitely got power. I'm gonna go back on the sidewalk. I was gonna go on the street, but it's kind of busy today, so let me keep it to the sidewalk today. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, if you got a sidewalk option, to me anyway, I take a sidewalk sometimes, you know, just to be safe. I guess I was riding into the wind because I don't hear it as much now going back towards the house. My GoPro was on 86% when I left the house. You know, I don't know if it's gonna make it all the way back to the house, but we're gonna see. Take it easy, boy. I tell you what, I can't believe it. I do not believe it. The difference from what this thing is doing now from when I first bought it. You know, I don't know if the new controller they gave me is making it perform like this. Because that rear motor, I'm telling you, it is wow. I could just run, I'm running dual motors. You know, I'm trying to not put so much stress on one motor, so I'm running dual motors. My assessment so far is it can definitely compete with the Cabo. It can compete with the Cabo. It may be even, I don't know. I'm not a speed guy. You know, I'm more of a cruiser type. You know, 30 miles an hour is usually about what I want to do. But this thing wants to go, just like the Wolf. It wants to giddy up and go too. You know, you gotta look at this one. The thing about this one that's different than the Cabo. The Cabo has like 1,200 watts. 1,200 watts of power on the motors. The motors are like 1,200. This one, the motors are 4,000. 4,000 watts for each motor. You know, and I can definitely tell it now. Before I was like, you know, I don't know about that. You know, it ain't that much more, you know, it's not that much. And off-road, you can see no issues. It'll go off-road for you. That Wolf will too. And these are street tires. I got street tires on both of my scooters. On all three. All three scooters have street tires. So you gotta watch, when you're on the sidewalk, you gotta watch out for, you know, somebody made a comment, asked me why was I standing like that? Well, I was on the sidewalk and the trees are hanging low on that particular sidewalk that I was on. So I had to stoop down as to not hit my head, you know, get knocked off this thing. So I had to stoop down. So let that be a warning to you. If you're gonna ride on the sidewalk and there's a treed area, make sure that you clear, you know, that your head clearance is enough that you're not gonna get knocked off your scooter, you know. If you run into a tree, you know, like you see on the movies where the guy's riding a horse and he gets knocked off the horse by a branch. Well, that same thing can happen to you on this scooter. You know, so that's why I was stooping down like that when I was riding. You saw me at a particular time when, you know, I was going over under some branches that were low, and I didn't want to hit my head. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Did you see the Super Bowl halftime show? Now, I'm a big Snoop Dogg and Dre. You know, I bought the Chronic, I bought that album. You know, I had that album. It wasn't an album, it was a CD. But I bought that one. You know, I like Snoop and Dre. And I'm gonna tell you right now, to me, Mary J. Blige turned it out. I'm a Mary J. Blige fan too. And to me, Mary J. turned it out. I like Mary J. Mary J. also does, I'm gonna go across the street because these guys are making that left turn. I'm gonna get to go right here. Anyway, I'm a Mary J. I get to go. I'm a Mary J. fan too. I'm liking her. She's performing. You know, I really love her performance in Power. You know, Mary J's just doing just fine. I'm really liking Mary J right now. Anyway, let me know if you guys how you felt about the halftime show. You know, some people liked it, some didn't. You know, I read some articles where they were mad at Snoop for crip walking, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could crip walk. I'd have got up and started crip walking too. I got a version of it, but it ain't. It looks more like a wounded seagull or something. Anyway, I thought it was really, really good. Really good. The game was good too. I don't care about each one of those teams. You know, my team, you know, hope I don't lose any subscribers, but my team is the Dallas Cowboys. You know, I'm from Oklahoma, so we don't have a professional team there in Oklahoma. OU is like our professional team, University of Oklahoma. But seeing as how we don't have a team, I either had a choice between Kansas City and Dallas. This lady right here. How you doing? Good. Yeah, all right. She runs every day. And I mean every day. Sometimes more than once a day. So I did this same road, the same kind of, you know, pretty much the same kind of route. And so I'm gonna, this is a very, 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 very good scooter. You can't go wrong. Buying this scooter too. Now, along with this video, you guys are gonna already know this because I'm gonna post what it looked like inside that hood. I think it's raining. I feel raindrops. And that just lets me know how much Siri knows. This morning I said, Siri, what's the temperature? She said 72. Okay, Siri. What's the percentage of rainfall? She said there's no chance of rain today. And here it is, rain, sprinkling a little bit anyway. I felt a little wetness. I'm almost home now. This thing, woo-wee. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Oh no. This one is a little bit more bulky, you know, like, you know, sturdy and everything and powerful. I mean that. This is first gear. I'm calling them gears. I know they're not gears, but I'm calling them gears anyway. But here goes somebody that want to get in the gate. They don't know how. So I was telling that lady, you can get in this gate without having the code. All you gotta do is piggyback on somebody. You know, they was concerned about that back gate. People coming in, breaking in cars and stuff. I said, lady, if I wanted to break in your car, I don't need to come in that back gate. I just follow somebody in the gate, or I just climb the gate, you know? That gate is false sense of security. You know, people do leave, they leave the garage doors open, so I do it, you know, so I'm guilty too, but thinking that, you know, nobody's not gonna vandalize, which they haven't, you know. I personally haven't been vandalized, and I've been here for like 13 years, and I haven't been vandalized at all. And I've left my garage door up and everything. We wake up in the morning and say, oh man, left that garage door up and nothing gone. That's one thing I like about this neighborhood. I got really good neighbors. You know, I think that lady just didn't want to see me going in and out that gate. That's what I think what the problem was. Hey. Well, folks, here it is. Butterflies. Butterflies in February. That's Houston. That's Houston for you. All right, folks. Let me go eat. Yummy.